What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode on my channel. As always, I'm Jay, and today, guys, I'm giving you my non-spoiler review of Deadpool 2. So Deadpool 2 is the sequel to the surprise smash hit starring Ryan Reynolds as everyone's favorite merc with the mouth. And the first film was very successful, and surprisingly, because not only was it edgier, raunchier, and even more violent because it was rated R than your typical superhero movie, but it packed the punch that we so desperately deserved, and it was a nice change of pace from the typical Marvel Studios / superhero fodder, which everything is, usually serious and we have some fun, but it doesn't go way too overboard, as some other future films would do in the years to follow Deadpool for sure. But overall, guys, I really enjoyed that film, and it's one of those things where Deadpool actually got kind of a redo and a redemptive story here, because our first exposure to Deadpool was in the terrible Wolverine X-Men Origins film, and that was not Deadpool, to the point where even Ryan Reynolds knew how ludicrous it was. And they were talking about actually giving him his own film, and they had even done the test footage, which infamously had this leak once they had canned the film from even being produced. And then that in turn got such a groundswell that the first film was actually able to be made because of the fan uproar that was created by said leaked footage. So now we cut to now in 2018 with the Deadpool sequel. So this sequel follows Deadpool as he tries to prevent the future mutant Cable from killing this young man, also following some of his misadventures in the film at certain points. But overall, that's basically the premise, is he's trying to stop Cable from killing this kid who he ends up meeting by chance. And overall, guys, what did I think of the film? I thought it was just okay. I understand that I could probably get beaten and dislike the hell out of for this video, but one of the things about Deadpool is, we get it. He has that kind of fourth wall breaking shtick, and he's got a lot of gimmicks, including his humor, his over-the-top action violence and everything. So taking that into effect and applying it to this film, I really didn't feel like there was a lot of new elements in it. They didn't really try to do a lot more new things with it. They didn't incorporate some new additions, but what little additions they did, whether it was characters, little story elements, or anything like that, it really didn't do much to stray away from the formula established in the first one. It felt very much like the first Deadpool in many regards, and a lot of different things in there you could tell that they got straight from the first one, and it makes you wonder if this is a reason why Tim Miller had decided to not actually come back for this sequel. But aside from the little jokes and topical things that you have in this, a lot of stuff did again feel like they took it from the first one and brought it right back into here. And again, I'm not doing a spoiler review, so certain things I'm going to have to save if I do end up doing a spoiler one, which I'm not too sure if I will just yet at making this video at this time. But again, some of the new elements, Cable, great performance by Josh Brolin. Don't expect it to be another Thanos caliber performance, but it was very good. Domino, played by Zazie Beetz. The X-Force stuff felt very lacking to me, and if you see the movie, you'll know why. And yeah, a lot of the same beats were shown in this film. They did do a couple random things, but some of them just felt like they were there for the sake of surprising you without really having a lot of development. And the problem with this film that I would say overall is the fact that it could have used a little bit more focusing up narrative-wise, storytelling-wise. And again, going back to what I said before, I know Deadpool, he's all over the place. He has a lot of fourth wall breaking jokes. He has a lot of kind of nods to the audience. But some of the storytelling could do with some chronological ordering. Like, they did just like what they did in the first film, where it starts at a certain point and then it goes and rewinds back and tells you how he got up to it. And then different things, it feels like it's a cutaway, or it's another gimmick where he's taking himself out of the moment, which takes me out of the movie as an audience member. In the first film, it works. It totally works, and it feels great, and it feels fresh and original. In this one, again, it feels like a bad copy or a retread of what we had already seen. So if they could work on that for more sequels or anything involving Deadpool in the future, that would be fantastic, because they are. This movie's already more successful in the opening night than it was for a rated R film. So it's really is going to be successful and make money. I don't know if it's going to make as much as the first one, but I know it's going to make enough where they're going to make another sequel. They're going to make another set of movies with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. And why not? Deadpool is awesome, and he's successful. Even though, as a pure comic book fan, having loved him before his big famous run, I feel that sometimes Deadpool is like the go-to bandwagon comic book superhero vigilante that everyone feels the need to name. Oh, I love Deadpool. He's my favorite superhero ever. Okay, well, why? Oh, because he's funny and does all this stuff. Well, there's a million other comic book characters that do that, and even before, when he was first introduced, he didn't have that much silliness injected inside of his being and stuff like that. But like I said, guys, Deadpool 2 was worth going to see in the theaters, even if it was just once, because I think I might only just see it once. And I gotta be honest, guys, it's because of Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War has ruined any other superhero movie for me. They did everything that you can expect in any other superhero movie, but so much better. And it's just gonna be so hard to top that. And it's good that Black Panther came out before that film, because Black Panther wouldn't suffer from being kind of diminished in quality when you're talking about going from the big massive spectacle that was Avengers Infinity War. Out of 5 stars, I would give Deadpool 2 3 out of 5. They did, like I said, have a lot of funny moments and cool little scenes. And there were some certain elements that, as a fan, you just went like, oh, they did that. Oh, it's so cool. Cameos, some story plot elements, characters, yada, yada, yada. Again, this is not a spoiler review, so I'm not going to ruin it for you. But if you haven't seen the film, go out and see it, especially if you love comic book superhero movies and if you are a fan of Deadpool himself, or Ryan Reynolds, or action movies in general with a slight bit of comedic twists. But anyway, guys, that's all the time that I have for today. Like, comment, subscribe, leave all the feedback below, even if it's negative. And if you like my videos, please click that subscribe button, and catch you next time. Bye.